So, being in a situation where I'm staying with my parents, I do what I can to help out around here. And I make dinner every few nights. And tonight, I'm kind of cheating. Kind of cheating. We're doing kebabs, but we're using this delicious Filipino barbecue chicken. Okay? Now, keep in mind that I also fixed up veggie skewers with mushrooms, garlic, onion, and tomatoes. And then we got the chicken skewers. Okay? So I'm just doing my part here because usually mom and dad are like gourmet. They're gourmet as a motherfucker. Like, if y'all have followed me for any amount of time, y'all know how my folks do. I'm just saying. But right now, I am in charge of the feast. I got the fire started. Yes, we use charcoal briquettes. Fuck Hank Hill. But we are doing this delicious kebabs, Filipino barbecue, courtesy of my friends Jack and Angela. Really, Angela. Jack is a great guy, but Angela's the one who thinks of all the cool stuff because she's a fucking woman, and women think of all the cool stuff like that. You know what I mean? Men are just along for the ride. If you want to argue with me about that, you better fucking do some serious deep digging in your own self because women make the world go round. Bottom line, trans or cis, it doesn't matter. Women make the world go round. Just look at this deliciousness that I am cooking for dinner tonight. We're also making some rice to go with it because if you got a good protein and good vegetable, you have to have a good kind of starch with it. And in this case, it's going to be some kind of fancy rice that my folks have because, my folks they're gourmet. They're gourmet. I don't know what else to tell you. Mom and dad are gourmet as a motherfucker. Like, here, let me show you. I think it's in here. Here are all the different spices they got from Penzies. Like, mom and dad do the damn thing. And then they also got, please excuse my unpreparedness, but look at all these grains and beans they got. Like, fancy rice is what I like to call it. Like, look at this stuff. Shit is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And a lot of people who are out there trying to lose weight and diet and stuff, if you just eat whole foods, cut out the processed shit, cut out the fucking added sugars, that like just in the 3 weeks I've been here, I've lost like 15 pounds. Just watching what I eat and just eating better in general. And not drinking a bunch of soda or eating fast food or processed foods or snacks or whatever. And don't get me wrong, there is no ethical consumption under capitalism. There never is. So if you like your Doritos, eat your Doritos. If you like your fucking Swiss rolls and your Little Debbie cakes, eat them. Don't feel guilty about it. Any little tiny bit of comfort that we get under late stage capitalism is a welcome sight. And the fact that you may be feeling kind of I don't know, like a faker or like a fraud because you're having something you enjoy or you're watching something you enjoy or whatever, it doesn't matter. There is no ethical consumption in capitalism. That goes for food, that goes for media, that goes for anything. And I'm not using that as an excuse, as like a catch-all to say, oh, you can do whatever you want to do because it's late-stage capitalism. No. I'm saying that to comfort all of my peoples who are like, yo, I love chicken kebabs. I love cooking in a beautiful kitchen. I got news for you. My pops remodeled this kitchen himself. Like he ain't no fancy pants, fucking bourgeois, petty bourgeois, whatever. My dad works like 17 hours a day sometimes, and he's 73 years old. That right there should tell you all you need to know about capitalism. My dad is one of the most talented carpenters I've ever met in my life. Just look at this kitchen. Just look at this kitchen. Pops remodeled this whole thing. The only thing I did in this kitchen would be this top right here, and it would look more three-dimensional like my cue boards, but Some got lost in translation, and Pops put the walnut where the fucking maple is supposed to be, but it still looks tight. It still looks tight. You know what I mean? And like, you know, my Pops, bless his heart, he's done everything to take care of my mom. She's handicapped. She's an amputee. She only has her left leg and her right leg above, just below the knee. You know, and Pops does everything he can to make her life better. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Pops does everything he can to make my life better. And this is a man who is forced to try to thrive under capitalism at the age of 73. My dad has sat and talked with me numerous hours, you know, because my dad is one of my closest confidants. I love him to death. He is my knowledge source when I need knowledge, just like my mom. But my Pops has told me that, you know, life has gotten easier since he's got on Social Security, because he gets his, you know, a little $1,400 a month from Social Security, but he still has to work, you know, anywhere from 12 to 17 hours a day, 6 days a week. And even then, he's usually working on Sunday too. You know, that's how you get stuff like this, you know? And it's sad that you have to waste your entire life. There's Comrade. Say hi to Comrade. Keeping up with the Joneses to get some shit like this. You know? Which, in all reality, every person should be able to get some shit like this. You know? Like, a lot of people would say, oh yeah, you shouldn't be able to cook in a kitchen like that until you've cooked in a shitty kitchen. You know what? That's the same argument as the boomers saying, well, you shouldn't get your student loans forgiven because I had to pay all mine. Motherfucker, you paid $75 a semester. And now it's like $100,000 a semester. Miss me with that bullshit for real. You know what I mean? Like my Pops, you know, he's college educated. He's got a master's in applied mathematics from Boston College. You know, this is what you get for a master's in applied mathematics, sure. But Pops has never worked in applied mathematics a day in his life, with the exception of working in the millwork industry, which is really just a practical application of geometry. But, you know, it leaves you with that sense that no matter what I do, I'm never going to get to where I want. And it's sad because that has become the American dream. In the boomers' days, the American dream was easy to access because, you know, you had the New Deal that just came in and dictated a 40-hour work week, medical benefits. You know, that was back in the day when you could pay for your college loans while paying your mortgage, while taking care of your significant other, staying at the house to be a homemaker. But, you know, wages today, they just don't allow for that. They just don't allow for that. And now you have situations like this where, you know, my dad, who's busted his ass all his freaking life, is now at a point where, you know, he's still working crazy hours, like 60 plus hours a week because of late stage capitalism. When that man should be retired right now, he should be fishing, he should be camping, and he should be making cutting boards for fun. But no, he's got to do entire kitchen remodels and living room remodels and entire house remodels just to pay his mortgage. You know, it's sad when a retired couple who's bringing in between the two of them over $2,000 a month on Social Security still has to work 60 plus hours a week in order to make ends meet. And, you know, it's sad. It's great to have cool shit like this awesome kitchen. But in order to have this awesome kitchen, my dad has, you know, legit auctioned off, you know, years of his life. Years. And it makes me sad because my dad's idea of retirement is, stopping all the side work and the residential remodels and stuff like that, and still building cutting boards. Spending the entire winter making a stock of like 300 and then going to, fancy art shows in places like Durango and Sonoma and places like that. Like, that's my dad's dream to retire, is to bust his ass still fucking working his ass off and traveling the country to sell his wares. And, that's no way to take care of American citizens, and it's sad because if communism was a real, palpable, physical, you can touch and feel it thing, this wouldn't be the case. You know what I mean? Like, and it really makes me sad. It really does. So, over here, using this badass kitchen and these badass smokers outside to make dinner for my parents, who are going out of their way to care for Cage and I after we were left with nothing by my ex. So, y'all can, I don't know, y'all can do whatever. But most of the people who follow me understand that, to get shit like this, you're trading a big chunk of your life for it. And capitalism is not the way. Solidarity, comrades.